Right now, there are people who have watched football their entire lives who still don't understand 3 of the rules changing at this exact World Cup. And you're about to know more than them in 8 minutes. This isn't just a rules video. This is everything. The format, the schedule, the host cities, the traps beginners fall into, and the stuff nobody explains before kickoff. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about where this thing is even happening, because 2026 breaks the mold completely. This is the first World Cup ever hosted by 3 countries at once: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. 16 host cities, matches happening from Vancouver to Mexico City to Miami. Here's the wild part. Some players will be adjusting to snow level altitude in Mexico City one week and humid coastal heat in Miami the next. That's not just travel. That's a completely different sport depending on the stadium. Now, the format. This is the biggest structural change in World Cup history. 48 teams, not 32 like every tournament before it. That's 50% more countries chasing the trophy. More teams means more group stage drama, more Cinderella stories, and yes, more blowouts too. Not every team is going to be competitive, and that's honestly part of the entertainment. You will see a giant of the sport dismantle a debut nation 6-0, and 3 days later lose to a team ranked 80 spots below them. Football punishes overconfidence instantly. Let's talk schedule, because this actually matters for you specifically. Time zones are everything here. Games kick off at different hours depending on host city, and because the US spans multiple time zones, some matches will air at noon, others past midnight. Quick tip: East Coast viewers get the easiest ride this tournament. Mark that now, because missing a knockout game because of time zone confusion is a beginner mistake you don't want to make. Now here's something almost nobody explains well: the actual structure of the competition. Teams get split into groups of 4. Everyone plays 3 games. Win equals 3 points, draw equals 1, loss equals 0. Top 2 from each group move on. Simple so far, right? Here's the twist beginners never expect. Some of the best third-place teams across all groups also sneak into the next round. That means a team can lose a game and still survive. Football rewards consistency, not just win streaks. Let's talk knockouts, because this is where the entire tournament changes personality. Group stage: a loss stings, but you recover. Knockout stage: a loss ends your tournament immediately. No next game. If the score's tied after 90 minutes, they play 30 more minutes called extra time. Still tied? Penalty kicks. 5 shooters each. Sudden pressure. One moment deciding a nation's entire summer. It's basically a coin flip designed to feel like the highest stakes moment in sports. Now, quick myth-busting round, because this trips up almost every beginner. Myth 1: better players always win. False. Chemistry and tactics beat star power constantly. Myth 2: the favorite always makes the final. Also false. Shocking upsets happen almost every single tournament. Myth 3: extra time always settles things. Nope. More games go to penalties than people expect, and that unpredictability is exactly why this tournament breaks streaming records every single time it airs. Let's touch rules quickly, since 2026 brings tweaks even lifelong fans are still adjusting to. Video review, known as VAR, checks close calls like offside and penalties using multiple camera angles. It slows the game down for a minute, but it prevents wrongly disallowed goals, something that used to cause literal riots in past tournaments. Offside itself trips up beginners constantly. Simple version: an attacker can't be closer to the goal than the last defender when the ball's passed to them. It exists, so strikers can't just camp next to the goalkeeper waiting for a free goal. Here's a stat that surprises almost everyone. Historically, the team that wins the World Cup scores fewer than 3 goals in most of their knockout matches. This tournament isn't about flashy scorelines. It's about surviving pressure, moment by moment, mistake by mistake. So let's bring it together. 3 host countries, 16 cities, and wildly different conditions game to game. 48 teams changing the format forever. Groups that reward consistency. Knockouts that punish hesitation. VAR keeping things fair. Offside keeping strikers honest. And penalty shootouts turning grown professionals into nervous wrecks on live television. Here's the one thing to remember walking into this tournament. The World Cup isn't just decided by talent. It's decided by who handles pressure the best when there's no next game to fix a mistake. Once you understand that, you're not watching casually anymore. You're watching like someone who actually gets it. If this got you ready for the tournament, subscribe, because the real breakdown starts once the groups are set.